Hey everyone, welcome back to Northern High 420. Today we're going to do a quick comparison on the Storz Bickel Veazy and the Planet of Vapes Lobo. These are two of the more compact vapes out there, and I recently did a walk and talk review on the Lobo. If you want to check that out, it's on YouTube right now. But we're going to power both these on and go over them. Just 3 clicks to get started on the Lobo and hold down the button on the Veazy. See what heats up first. My guess will be the Lobo. The Veazy to me seems like it takes a little while. Neither of these devices are the fastest, but you sacrifice a few things when you get to size this small. I imagine they don't want the ramp up to be too high because it would definitely affect battery life. So on a single 18650, it's not the worst thing in the world to be a little slower. I find the vapor to be kind of similar between these two, but I've never done them side by side, so it'll be interesting to see. The Lobo's almost heated up. Lobo's ready. I have this set at 430. I can take my first rip. Nice cloud on the Lobo. Not the greatest tasting vape. Definitely has good vapor though. Now the Veazy is heated up when the light turned green to is ready. If you wanted to reference against this time, take our first rip. Okay, cloud. Not quite as thick as the Lobo would have been. Tasted better than the Lobo, at least on the first draw. I'm going to try it again. Not terrible. On the second draw, it tasted a little bit better that time. I'm going to try this one again for a flavor comparison. Tastes very similar on the draw, that second draw for both of these. Another nice cloud from the Lobo. This really excels with hit strength. The airflow is a little better on the Veazy than it is on the Lobo. Decent cloud on the Veazy. Flavor's still pretty good on it. It's not great. It's not the venti. I think tastes a lot better than the Veazy. The last rip on the Lobo, usually about 4 on this one. Another nice cloud on the Lobo. Take another rip on the Veazy. I'm going to turn them both off. We'll see what they look like. Look at the Veazy first. Looks nice and even. And definitely done. So about 5 draws, I think that was. Flavor was okay throughout. Hit strength was decent throughout. Now let's take a look at the Lobo. Lobo is pretty dark also. They look pretty similar. I want to say that the Veazy had more even ABV, where the Lobo was a little darker. Now, getting onto these two devices, the Lobo is very easy to load. It is just a magnetic connection. You can see it sucks it right on. Very easy to clean. Remove the stem, soak this, soak that, rinse them out, put it back together. I usually heat this up a little bit and swab it. Very simple to clean. One of the easiest devices to clean. To operate, 3 clicks to turn on. You got your power button here to adjust your temperatures, and a decent LCD screen. I get about 8 bowls on the Lobo. So decent battery life on a single 18650. You got removable battery down here. Just twist it off, and you can change out a battery if you need to. Fits nice in the hand. It's smaller than the Veazy. Veazy a little thinner, but not as short. Overall, this one definitely hits better. When you get to the Veazy, it's twist and pull. Easy to load also. These bowl style ones are very easy to load and unload. Just kind of dump a tube in there and shake it out to get the bud out afterwards, and you're good to go. As far as cleaning, you'd have to separate this into different parts and soak it and clean it. Definitely more of a pain in the ass with cooling units. And then same thing, I usually heat it up a little bit and swab to keep the chamber clean. Hold down to turn on. For temperature, there's no external buttons on this thing other than the power button, so you're going to have to download an app to set your temperature, which at least you can do that on this. And then you can also boost it twice. I think it's 10 degrees. It might be 18 for each time you click the button after it's heated up to temp. Flavor-wise, between these two, edge goes to the Veazy on flavor. Not too far off. I find them pretty similar. Hit strength, the Lobo is one of the hardest hitting vapes I've found as far as a battery. The Veazy's average. So hit strength, I'd go with this one. I like the effects better than the Lobo. For design, I think the Veazy could have used better colors. I would have probably got the black and orange one. I picked this just so it was more recognizable in videos. Since they went with different colors, I'm not a big fan of it. I think the Lobo looks better in design. As far as which one's harsher, the Lobo is much harsher. I recommend this more for people that are coming from combustion because it might scratch that itch. The Veazy is pretty comfortable to use. It's harsher than a Venti, but still pretty comfortable. Airflow, edge to the Veazy. Cleaning, edge to the Lobo. Overall, price $250 for the Veazy, about $159 brand new. No discounts on the Lobo. Planet of the Vapes has a lot of different stem options. I would recommend changing this if you buy one of these. This is not a great stem. It's pretty harsh. But other than that, I would recommend, for me personally, I would rather have the Planet of the Vapes Lobo. It's not much where this really has an edge that justifies anything. Other than that, till next time, see you later. Goodbye.